Today, we're going to turn this typical scene into this neon outline scene in Unity URP. First, we need to make sure that only the objects we want are visible. Go to Add Layer and create a new layer. Let's call it Neon Layer. Next, make sure your camera is looking at your object. Select your camera, then go to Game Object, Align with View. Now go to Environment, Background Type, set it to Solid Color, and make the color black. If you're using Unity 6, the setting is called Clear Flag Background, and do the same thing. Then in a camera's culling mask, select only Neon Layer. Select the objects you want to use and assign them to the Neon Layer. Okay, now only these objects are visible to the camera. Next, we want all of their meshes to be black and invisible to the camera, so later only their outlines will be visible. Create a new material. For its shader, select Unlit, so it does not react to lighting and it stays completely black. Set its color to black as well. Assign this material to your objects. Then go to Edit, Project Setting, Graphics. If you're using URP, you should see your URP asset here. Otherwise, you need to upgrade your project to URP first. Select the URP asset. You can find its source file inside your asset folder. Click on it and enable Depth Texture and Opaque Texture. From the URP asset setting, find and select the assigned URP renderer. Select the renderer file. For now, do not change anything. Just make sure that you have found it. Select your main camera and enable Opaque Texture and Depth Texture, or leave them set to defaults if they are already inherited from the URP asset. Now create a new shader. Delete everything inside it. For now, paste the shader code I provide. Don't worry, I will write the final shader code in the comments section. Then create a new material and assign the shader we just made to it. Remember, do not assign this material to any game object. Again, find your URP asset and open its URP renderer. Click Add Renderer feature and add a full screen pass renderer feature. Set its injection point to before rendering post-processing. For requirements, select Depth and Normal. For the pass material, assign the second material that we have created earlier. Now your scene should change to something like this. It is also better to use post-processing. So right-click in the hierarchy and choose a global volume. Select your main camera and make sure post-processing is enabled. Click New, then select Add Override, Post-Processing, Blue. Adjust the threshold and intensity values. You can also select your outline material and change its value to get a better result. I changed the shader code so that only the edges are visible, but right now everything looks kinda blue. Now I want every object's outline color to match its material color. For example, if an object's material is red, its outline should be red too. To do that, duplicate your black material and choose a different color for each new material. You can create different colored materials for different objects. Then assign each colored material to its corresponding game object. After that, go back to your URP renderer. In the requirements sessions, also enable color. I changed the shader code again. Now every game object has its own colored outline. Here's the final result. Thanks for watching.